Hello, everybody. This week's episode is sponsored by Weapons Down, Gloves Up. It's a 10-week boxing program for unemployed 19 to 25-year-olds with job outcomes. Tony Bellew is a part of the company and they have recently developed an e-learning modules.
Welcome to our Weapons Down, Gloves Up e-learning program. We're going to cover 10 modules of blended intervention education combined with sport. Our mission is to change the lives of young people and provide a direct pathway into civil engineering careers.
Hello, everybody. My name's Billy Moore and welcome to the Billy Moore podcast. And today's guest is a right character called Carlos.
Carlos, yeah, aka the Mushroom Man, aka the Lizard Slayer.
So Carlos, right? I've seen you on Instagram.
Yeah,
I've seen a few memes. That's what got me interested in your story and what you're about. So I spoke to a few people, and the feedback I was getting, this guy's full of energy. He's out there to entertain others and help others, and wants others to benefit from his experience, his happiness. So let's start at the beginning. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm 38 years old. I've spent about 20 years of my life in addiction. From about 18 up until like the past 9 months, I've really started sorting my shit out. You know what I mean? I had done rehab a couple of years ago, residential rehab. That got me on the right track, but I relapsed after I got back to Liverpool because I moved to Lancaster for a bit, and then I come back and it's all association. And I was seeing cars the same as like my drug dealers and that, and my body was reacting to it, and I'm getting excited. So I had a couple of relapses, and then I met my girlfriend Ruth. I've been with her for 2.5 years. Shout out Ruth, man, I love her. We had a turbulent relationship when we first got together because I was in addiction and I was lying to her. I was trying to hide it from her. So we'd be together just normal, me and her, and my little addictive brain would be like, "Mate, lad, let's go and get a fucking half." So I'd go black and go in the toilet, and I'd phone up and order fucking a bag of coke, and I'd say, "Yeah, meet me at the back gate," to someone, you know what I mean? So I was having a nice night with me. This is what your addiction does to you. It just pulls you away from what you're supposed to be doing. And then once I have cocaine, I go paranoid and I go strange. I'm not confident. I go dead weird, you know what I mean? I can't hide it. So I'd start like going weird, and she'd go, "Have you had one of them?" And I'd be like, No, honestly, you know what I mean? Like that type of stuff. So all that was going on, and then over the past, like I say, 9 months, I really researched microdosing psilocybin mushrooms, and they've helped me overcome my addiction completely from painkillers and cocaine. 20 years of addiction's gone out my brain. These substances are very misunderstood in today's society. Like all our ancestors, the Egyptians, the Mayans, and all these ancient civilizations were all using these substances. They're natural, do you know what I mean? They can't harm you, there's no come down. They help regenerate brain cells, whereas other stuff kills them. So these substances have helped change my entire life. Do you know what I mean? And other lives around me, because I'm not a dickhead no more, you know what I mean? I used to be a dickhead because I hated myself. I was horrible to people. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like that, I was hating myself that much. I was horrible. I feel upset all man. Do you know what I mean?
So how many years in addiction did you suffer? Because that's what you do. You suffer in addiction. You don't. It's in the beginning it's all fun and games.
Yeah.
And then you suffer with the isolation, the separation.
That's all it was. Isolation for 20 years, man. I couldn't even go to shop. If I went to shop, I've hid from I've seen my friends, my good friends, and I've hid from them, like behind cars and that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to see them because I didn't have anything to talk about because I was just doing fucking. It's amazing I'm still here because I thought about suicide that much. That was the only way out of it for me, was to fucking kill myself, you know what I mean? And I thought about it every day for fucking most of them years, you know what I mean?
It's a bad place to be in, isn't it?
It is, man.
See, I can identify with the not wanting to be here.
Yeah.
It's like living in limbo.
Oh, it's horrible.
No, I never had the courage to end it.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to face reality and I didn't want to face the day. So I suppressed it even more with more drugs.
That's it. That's what you do.
Yeah, and I buried all the feelings on top of.
Yeah.
On top of feelings.
It's horrible.
Till in the end, there's just no escape, is there?
Yeah, it's horrible.
So you've overcome your addiction.
Yeah.
So what was you addicted to? Let's talk about that.
I was addicted to cocaine. I had an extremely heavy cocaine addiction. And painkillers. I started taking painkillers to come down off cocaine. And then I got to a point where I was taking painkillers with cocaine. I liked the feeling of like being relaxed and or whatever was going on. But that was the end of me. But then I started getting so paranoid of these drugs I was taking. I started drinking alcohol to try and calm me down. So I became a bit of an alcoholic as well. I was drinking raw vodka. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I get that paranoid on the coke, I'd have to I'd be down and boom, 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 boom. I don't even fucking think I hate alcohol. It's the devil. But I used to drink it to try and, because my anxiety was fucking on fire. I was just trying to drown my anxiety, you know what I mean? With fucking drugs and alcohol.
So what was it say in the life of Carlos on cocaine?
Oh God, I'd have my phone switched off. I'd have the lights off in the daytime. I'd have the curtains shut. And I'd be thinking the house is getting raided all day long. I'd be upstairs, downstairs, checking every window. I had cocaine psychosis, so I'd be pulling laptops apart, thinking there was listening devices in them. I thought all kinds of going on. And then I'd calm down, I'd go, fucking, I'll get you head together, man. And I'd have another line, and I'd go again, and start fucking checking under the beds. I've hid under the bed for 3 hours. Do you know what I mean? Paranoid, thinking the police are coming. Counting in me, I go, 1, 2, they're going to boot the door through. 1, 2, 1, 2 for 3 hours. You know what I mean?
It's very real, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's not it's
horrible.
It's not a joke.
Hell.
This addiction you're using doesn't become, you know, it makes you using really uncomfortable, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's abuse. It's self-abuse. You're abusing yourself, man. It's horrible.
So how did that affect your family life and you know, thanks for bringing me into your home as well, and you know, you seem to have a lovely home and a lovely family there.
Yeah, I'm in my mum's, right, and it's mad because I've had messages going, you're still in the box room in your ma's, right? It's not a box room, my mum's got a big house. I'm lucky that my mum's got a big house. But listen, how the fuck am I going to have my own house? I've been fucking in addiction for 20 years. I couldn't even have a smartphone for a day because I'd fucking sell it. Do you know what I mean? So, but listen, I don't even want to be a homeowner. I want a camper van, me. I don't want to fucking pay a mortgage off that I can't, in a house that I can't fucking be happy in, you know what I mean? That I've got to stress over. I want a camper van. So I'm not in a box room with my mum's. It's a quite big room, no, it's comfortable. Do you know what I mean?
So look, you've got a roof over your head.
That's it, man. My mum's are beautiful.
Yeah, you got food in your stomach.
Yeah, that's it, man. I'm lucky. I'm so fucking lucky, man. I'm blessed, and I never knew I was blessed, man. I understand, right? I understand fucking what's that, the word? I can't. Grateful and gratitude. Yeah. I understand what gratitude is, man. I fucking cried the other week. Because it hit me, man. I'm fucking grateful, and I cried for about fucking half an hour. And it's like therapy.
Try looking at me a little bit more as well.
You know what I mean? Sorry.
Because if you... Yeah. But anyway, we'll sort that out.
Sorry.
No, that's good because you've... you know, you're in touch with how you feel as well.
Yeah.
You know, I noticed that you'd had over 20 plus K followers. People that followed you for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I've had a look at your Instagram page, and you know, I was talking to a few friends, and you know, they love you, and they love the entertainment. So, how did that all saying about what, you know, how did that all happen? What's happening here?
It just started like I don't know. It used to be a normal page. It's my page. It's called Carlos. My page. Sorry, I looked at that again. It was called Carlos, and what's it called? I started sharing like conscious stuff, and I started getting more attention on that. So it just changed. And then one day I called it Carlos 111, and then I just changed it to Recycle Souls about 2 years ago. Yeah. And then it just like, and then I started. I never used to do stories. I never used to go on my story or even use that. And I just started doing stories, and I started getting more and more confident with it, and more people saying, "Oh, this is cool. What you doing?" And then fucking me story list is like fucking 6-7K people watching me stories. You know what I mean? So, and that's just over the past like 4 weeks. I got an extra just over 6,000 followers in 4 weeks.
And why did you get an extra 6,000?
I've been doing like promo. I've done work with Billy Booby DJ. This DJ, she's a DJ, and I beat her and all that. She's got 30 plus 30. Shout out Billy, man, she's sound. So she asked me would I meet her. She drives around getting chauffeured around playing fucking tunes in a limo or a taxi or whatever all around Liverpool. Yeah. And she said it'd be cool if I wound the window down and you come and sang and that, and I've done it. I met her, and then it just fucking that exploded a bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So. I'm just going to keep doing stuff like that with cool people, you know what I mean? Yeah,
you're a decent singer, like, I think.
Yeah, man, nice one. Nice one. I do try, like.
Well, at least you're better than me to put it that way. So, you know what I mean? So, right, I've seen, like, loads of little memes. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
This is what brought me, you know, brought me to your attention, really. Yeah. The memes. Who's this guy? Yeah. With the long hair, the hippie-looking guy.
Yeah, I've been getting ripped, man.
Yeah, so tell us about that. What's going on?
Just when it first started, because I meditated the other night, the other week, and I started speaking a different language, so I just fucking started talking about my story, and then, you know what I mean? Alakatora, Burakatora, Alakatora, Buzakatora, Nalakatora, and people who are doubting this, right? I've got a professor of language from Manchester University that wants to interview me, and you're going to see that soon as well. So I started rapping in this voice and all that, and then people are fucking, I'm all over Facebook, I'm not even on it, on Twitter. People are messaging me saying, you're all over Twitter, you're all over Facebook. But it's just promotion, man, so thank you. You know what I mean? From the bottom of my soul, thank you guys, you know what I mean? I fucking love you all.
So what is this? What happened there? Do you understand what you're saying? Like, I haven't got a clue what you're saying.
If I put intent behind it, right, if I think to myself, right, I want to say, love and light to humanity, age of Aquarius, love and light to humanity, age of Aquarius, you know what I mean? But then I can just go off on rants and go, people are doubting it, but it's fucking 100% real. I wouldn't make it come to me. I don't even like people who chat shit in English, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be sitting here blagging.
It sounds like Birkenhead backslang. It's like... Yeah. The old backslang from here.
It's categorised win up khaki. It's Welsh.
So this is and have you found anyone else who speaks like this?
I've had a couple of messages. People were telling me it's light language. It sounds similar to light language, and it's a known thing. It has happened to other people. It's a thing. If you go on YouTube and you type in light language, you'll see other people talking similar to it. But I'm getting told that there's bits of Arabic in mine. And Sanskrit, I think. Sanskrit. Yeah, there's Sanskrit in it. It's been spoke for 3,000 years, some guy told me. But there's loads of different people from different universities that are all on me and like wanting to do podcasts and that. And like, well, do you want to do it on Zoom because of what's going on at the moment?
So have these heard about you just because through social media blowing up around you know, people like I've done like sort of piss out of you people. And what are any other messages where they're like quite positive? And
I get loads of positive messages, man. Like I got one yesterday, a big long one, some girl just saying like she's like just watching me stories the past weeks made her look into life a lot differently, and she's going out for walks, and she said she got in the, because me and Ruth were singing in the car, she said I got in the car and I blasted the music and I was singing, it makes you feel so much. But I get fucking hundreds of them every day. The Bell End messages are getting fewer now. They get bored because they know I'm not asked. It's to promoting me. They can't get at me, you know what I mean? I swear to God, they cannot get at me, man, because fucking I love them, you know what I mean? But I mean, I'm getting 98% love and I'm getting 2% hate. But the 2% hate, right, it's always profiles with like 10 followers and 18 followers. You know what I mean? Like, what are you playing? I'm unpacking in, how old are you? You know what I mean? I bet you it's someone I know as well. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think. But I'm not bothered. It's 2%, you know what I mean? The 98% is all love, so it's all good.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's about how you feel about yourself.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? It's about what you're giving back to society as a whole. I mean, if you are reaching people and people are enjoying what you're doing, then that's a reward for you.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I think that's how it is. I think, you know what, it's I say I've got a brother and I think you've seen him. He's does a lot.
Cool.
He's got autism and he's quite innocent and he wants
pure.
He just wants to do things for other people.
Yeah, man. I can see that.
And you just can't not love him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
he's fantastic,
it's
man.
Like some people say, you just can't not like Carlos, you know.
Yeah.
And I find that you've got like a nice aura about you, a nice energy.
Yeah, man.
You want to just
thank you.
You haven't got. You can sit here all day long and start like putting people down to make yourself feel good. And people do that.
Yeah, they do.
They elevate themselves with big fancy words.
That's it.
To put people down.
That's it.
But
it's reverse psychology, because these people who are being horrible to other people, because I'm not tuned in, right? They hate themselves. That's what it's all about. Because when you love yourself, right, you're nice to other people. When you hate yourself, you're not nice to other people. So that's all it is.
So is this?
I've been like that. Yeah. I've been like them. So I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When you hate yourself, you hate the world. When you hate yourself, you hate the world. When you love yourself, you love the world.
Did you ever have that one when you were a kid? And we all, I did as well. I used to come in, there was something upset me. I'd hate this house. I hate this house.
Yeah, and it's so powerful saying all that.
It's a big word. Hate this house. And you used to think, my mum used to say, why do you hate this house?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because it represented at that time some ill feeling that I felt that was done to me.
Yeah.
Now, it wasn't the fact that I hated the house, it was the fact that I hated myself and the way I behaved.
Yes, that's it.
And it's what you're talking about. You're talking about like resentments. You know, other people have got resentments. Other people are judgmental. Yeah, I'm quite judgmental.
I am myself
and
at
I
times.
Think most men gossip as well as women. You know what I mean?
We can be just as bad as women, can't we?
Yeah, it is what it is in that area. We're not perfect. And if you ever see anyone perfect, run a mile from them, because there's definitely something wrong with that.
Yeah, that's it. Wait, there's a good saying, right? It's perfect people aren't real, and perfect. What is it? Perfect people aren't real, and real people aren't perfect. You know what I mean? Good little saying.
So have you ever had, so obviously, you know, with the cocaine and was you tramadol?
Tramadol and codeine. I was heavily addicted to codeine, but then I started getting tramadol because I was getting off the doctors. Like I was going and crying to the doctor and lying every other day and saying, I've lost them, and I was doing all kind. I got attacked because of a cocaine bill that I hadn't paid. I got my cheekbone broke and my eyes. I got an operation called a sarcoma. Like they cut underneath me cheek here so I didn't get a scar. They put a metal plate in, but my body rejected. My head was like twice the size. So I was getting major painkillers. They were giving me a little 60 ml coke. I was getting them off the hospital and I was going to doctors and getting tramadol.
So how many tramadol were you taking a day?
The day I had a seizure on tramadol, I had about 70 tramadol in about fucking 6 hours. I'd eat 10 at once.
Yeah. Do you know
what I mean? That's how it is, innit?
These the capsules?
These are capsules.
The green and yellows?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, horrible itching and all that.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I've had a lot of experience with tramadol, especially when I was in Thailand.
I've seen that on your podcast. Yeah.
It was a big thing, and I don't know how it makes you feel.
It's a synthetic opiate.
It is, and you know, I couldn't sleep, and you know,
horrible.
I was like Superman in me bed, and I was flying everywhere on the
it's
floor.
horrible. It's horrible.
It wasn't a nice.
Legs and that.
Yeah, it wasn't a nice experience.
Yeah.
It wasn't
I was
a nice.
addicted to them for years, man. About fucking 10 years, man. Just fucking.
So you've got this tramadol addiction, which is a big one, right? Yeah. And loads of people, you know, for those that are out there that suffer with the prescribed medication.
That's the biggest killer, man. It's killing people more than fucking.
And you talked about like you were switching from like cocaine to alcohol.
Yeah, I started drinking alcohol to fucking try and calm me down because I was that fucking on one, you know what I mean? I get that wired off the cocaine. I'd be paranoid. I think people are trying to kill me. I think my own mates were trying to kill me and trying to set me up and all sorts.
Well, do you know what? It's good that I'm here and I'm talking to you because you know what I like to know. You know, I'll give anyone a chance, and I like to interview diverse. You know,
yeah, man.
You know, diverse characters and people, you know, involved. As long as you're reformed and you're doing well and you're offering society something positive, then
that's
come on, let's talk about it.
Yeah, man.
You know, if you're still active and you're doing it and you're judgmental, you're taking a piss, and you know, see you later. It's not. It's not for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Real, recognise real, man.
That's it. So it's important that we sit here and we tell the truth about what's going on. So have you ever, you know, obviously you suffered mental health. Massive. Wow. That's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, I had the worst social anxiety name. I mean, to sit here, I couldn't do this. This is all new to me. Like, I couldn't do this. I was that isolated. I couldn't go to a family. I went to a fucking family party once, right? Yeah. It was in the fucking Kirby Bats. It was in the Bats, and all the family would have been there with all the kids. I took my daughter, but I was that paranoid about seeing people. I took a bottle of vodka, so I was going in the toilet and drinking vodka to try and have confidence to speak to people. Yeah. That's how hard it was for me to be in public, sober. You know what I mean?
And there's people out there that still do that.
Yeah, man. I feel for you, man. Listen, things get better, but you've got to fully believe that you've got to fully believe that it's going to get better. Like, if you keep manifestation's a real thing, right? If you think I'm going to be a good person, I'm going to change, it will happen. Now, if you keep thinking about, I want to take drugs and I want to keep drinking, it's going to keep happening. No, manifestation's so powerful, man. The secret, it's all real.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So do you do a lot of reading, or do you just do a lot of research?
Well, I can't read. I struggle reading. I've got like ADHD, so when I try and read, all the words get mixed up. So I listen to audio books, I listen to audio books like Alan Watts, Carl Jung, all fucking philosophers. Because I struggle reading, and people pull me up about that on my page as well. Say you can't spell. I can't spell.
So people pull you up because you can't spell?
Yeah, if I write something, or I write a mem, and like a positive mem, people will write that I fucking wrote something wrong, you know what I mean?
So you get the
I just blocked them,
the punctuation, please.
Yeah, that's it. Like, my grammar stinks, man. My grammar's terrible. You know what I mean? I can't spell. But I just blocked them. I just go, do you know what? Block them, man. Just fuck it. Because if they're not going to look at the message and they're going to point that out, then they're idiots, you know what I mean? Because I'm talking about when I write positive stuff, they point out that I've spelled something wrong, you know what I mean?
So what experiences or situations have you put yourself in over the years because of drugs? You were talking about the Isle of Man before, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in a party once and some lads was like, do you want to make some money? And I was like, yeah, how? And he was like, take this, the Isle of Man. It was like just under half a key of MDMA. So the fucking next day I'm on a train going to fucking Haitian, I think it was Haitian port, and then got the fucking Seacat over to fucking, what's it called? Douglas Port, I think, in the Isle of Man. And I couldn't, like, I had it stuffed, I had it in a big clipper bag, right? But I had it in my jeans, right? So I put it in between my ass like that and put my jeans right up. I had like skinny jeans on, but I couldn't sit down. When I sat down, it was a big bull. So I was stand up for 3 hours on this boat, thinking I'm getting nicked the whole time. And he said to me, if you feel like it's bang on, just throw it overboard. You know what I mean? But then when I got there and I was on the gangway coming off the boat, right? The lad I was meeting at Douglas, messaged me saying the police are here with sniffer dogs. It's up to you if you want to keep doing it. And I was already coming off the boat. I was like, oh, what the fuck am I going to do here? So as I'm walking down the crowd, I start walking back towards everyone coming off the boat. I'm looking bang on, and I'm taking out my pants as I'm doing it. It was in a fucking nappy bag, because nappy bags have got like an odor, like a poo bag or something, like it's got an odor bag, a clipper bag, and then wrapped in this other bag. So I'm taking out my pants, and there's cameras everywhere, and I've took it out my pants, right, and I threw it in this bin. There was a big long corridor, there's one at the end, and one in the middle, but there's a spin lid bin. I just threw it in that, right. Thought, people have seen me, so I went up, and I'm waiting for my suitcase. I'm just waiting for my suitcase. I'm just expecting someone to grab me. No one grabs me, I'm just gone like that, you know what I mean? But I was with this girl. It was the girl's brother who told me to do it, who getting me to do it. So she was like decoy with me or whatever, and then fucking so we get out the port, and the lad's there, and I said, it's in there in a bin, you know what I mean? And he was like, do you reckon you can get back in it? I was like, how? So by then all the sniffer dogs and all that had gone. So then this bird that I was with said that there was two busies locking the port up, like port police or something. And she went, I've lost my phone. And one of the owl busies went, you know what it looks like to me? And I went, yeah. And I've got a carrier bag in my hand. And he goes, come on then. So they're walking ahead down this corridor, and I'm going like that, looking under this, and I just went, fuck off in the bin, grabbed it, put it in my bag, and I'm walking alongside the police with it in my bag. Oh no, mate, well, nice one anyway, you know, see you later, you know what I mean? But the lad was saying to me, they would have got your fingerprints off that, they would have found it anyway, they would have nicked off that. But so then I was fucking stuck in the Isle of Man for 3 days. Because this lad, I thought I was going to get paid as soon as I got there, but he went, I've got to sell some of it first, you know what I mean? So fucking got that off by doing that. But then I ended up fucking fronting the lad, because the lad didn't want me staying in his house. I didn't have money to go anywhere else. So he was like, you can stay here, but it's just fucking, it was just that anyway.
So was you think you were vulnerable at the time you were taken advantage of?
Yeah, because I got told I was getting all kinds of money, and I really didn't. I did get a bit of money, but, do you know what I mean? I was fucking skint by the next day as usual.
Yeah. So would you do it again?
Never in a million years, man. I'd be still in a fucking Isle of Man prison right now, with that much fucking MDMA. Class A drug, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it was fucking, I would have got about 20 years. I was like at 9.5 a key. You know what I mean?
Is there any other experiences similar to that?
I've done other things I don't want to talk about, because I'll probably get arrested if they look into it, you know what I mean? like I've done fucking, like, I don't even want to talk about it, you know what I mean? I've done stupid things on my own, you know what I mean? I've never owned a gun.
Don't incriminate yourself in anything, you know what I mean? We're not here to... It's not a police interview, you know what I mean?
But that's what I mean, like, I've been a rat in my time, eh?
What we're getting at, right, is that we've all done...
Yeah.
You know, things that we don't want to do.
Yeah, that's it. That's what addiction does, man.
So this is important for people listening as well. You know, addiction robs your soul.
It does, man.
It robs your spirit.
It does. I felt that.
You know, it robs the love out of people. You know, people who say to me, who've been using all their lives and they've got clean and they've got the shit together, and you go, wow, I never robbed off my family. I never done this. When I say to them, you robbed their peace of mind.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it.
Right. They went to bed.
Yeah.
Or they went worrying. Right.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've
that's
never
just
done
as
this,
bad.
never done that. So it's but it's good that you've got your life back on track, and you know you're doing something positive. What is it that you want to do going forward with your future?
What I want to do is right, because what's helped me overcome this is psilocybin mushrooms, like I said, and you know, I fully believe that within the next 5 years, these substances are going to become illegal. They'll become more illegal in America. All different states in America, and, you know, Colorado and different states are all making it legal. I speak to a lot of people in America on Instagram. And so I think it's going to become, well, I know it's going to become legal here because people are looking into it. Big Pharma, the legal drug mafia, they're looking into it, you know what I mean? Because they can't stop it happening because there's too many people looking at the research. Do you know what I mean? So I will have plant-based retreats. I want to have one in South America called the Recycle Souls Retreat to help people with addiction.
Is this something similar to like the ayahuasca?
That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's all the same stuff. It's all psychedelics. Ayahuasca is the mother of all psychedelics. Yeah. I haven't done that yet, but I want to go to the Amazon to do that. I don't want to just do that with a little shaman downtown. I want to go to the jungle to do that.
Well, that's it was all planned for myself, James English.
Yeah.
And a few of his former guests to go to Costa Rica to experience that ayahuasca.
Yeah, I'd do that.
And I mean, the firm that was going, it was heavy duty, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was an heavy duty firm going. It would have been a bit of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was a little bit. See, I'm in recovery. I don't use. I haven't used for a long time now.
Yeah, I get that.
But when I do use, you know, I take it to another level.
That's it.
And people know, you know, my from like me past experience that, you know, I go to places
Yeah.
like fucking like
Yeah.
above and beyond the Call of Duty when I'm using.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
I seen your podcast, Bill, and it really fucking resonated with it when you saying you were in prison and you phoned your mum. And your mum was saying about like you burnt all your bridges or something. In that podcast, like I just felt that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's nothing worse, you know, like addiction and the loneliness.
Yeah, it's horrible. That's why you want to kill yourself.
Yeah, and
the
you
only
just-
way out of it for me was death. So every day I'd think, right, I'm just going to kill myself tonight. That was my... So every night I was just fantasising my funeral.
I used to phone my mum up from a prison, and she'd be angry, and just justified. It was justified. She'd be angry, you know, for the things that I'd done over the years.
Yeah.
And all I wanted to hear at the end
that's
of that conversation was, you know, I love you, son.
Yeah,
and
man.
I'd say to my mum, I love you, you know, and she wouldn't respond.
Yeah.
And I'd have to repeat it.
Yeah.
And it'd be really hurting.
Yeah,
And I knew she loved me in her way, and she still does.
Yeah.
You know, but she can say that today, and she can say that she does love me and I can hug her. Years ago, it was like it was very difficult to have that closeness and that contact, because what we do in addiction is we
push it away that much.
We push people away, but we separate ourselves as well from society. And you said it before, you know, our lives become unmanageable.
Yeah.
You know, I used to go to shop early hours in the morning to avoid bumping into people.
Aye, that's right.
You know, and you know what? I wouldn't go to shop like any normal person.
Yeah.
Or the garage. I'd go through entries.
Yeah, me. That's,
you know,
that's what I expect my life doing. That.
Just lived in shame.
Yeah,
just
I did.
lived
With me
in
hood
shame.
up.
Yeah, lived in shame.
I've ever seen anyone, I'd run away from them. I'd hide from my best friends.
You know, you know. So I'm identifying with the anxiety as well. You know, and the paranoid, the psychosis. You know, I've been on. You know, I've took like cocaine and crack cocaine, and the psychosis I was subjected to was frightening.
Yeah, you could kill someone, couldn't you?
I saw the whole of Waversley Road police station one side behind one lamppost.
Yeah.
And they were following, and they were going from one lamppost to the next lamppost to the next. So every time I turned, so I've had all that, and I've listened. So
I used to listen to The Wall for hours, me.
I haven't shared this, and people who know me know this, right? When I was going through my cancer diagnosis, I relapsed and I went on, you know, a downhill spiral with drugs, and you know, was taking a lot of coke and crack and what have you. And I had a little bit of money wrapped about me, so I was that paranoid as well. I was on Amazon buying night vision goggles, listening devices. I had watches that had cameras, right? Seriously, I had the street.
I bought listening devices myself.
I had the street where I was living on ops.
Yeah.
I'd be hiding in the park facing me with me night vision. This is how paranoid I was, right? Thinking I had these things that you can stick to a wall with like and listen to the neighbours.
I used to do it.
So I was thinking they're talking about me.
I used to do it.
Yeah.
I swear on my kids, lad, I shouldn't say that, but I used to do that. I had this thing and I couldn't stick to the wall. I put it by the wall and I had the earphone and it's amplifying next door.
Yeah.
And I'd be listening going, and I go in other rooms and that, thinking they were trying to get away from me, you know what I mean? I thought they were all up to stuff.
And what people said to me, said, you know what? People who look through keyholes and listen at doors are searching for pain.
Yes.
Right? And that's all I ever did.
Wow, that's fucking amazing, that. That's good.
That's all I ever did.
Yeah, that's all I ever done. I'd be looking through a keyhole, right, and I'd go to get and I'd blink and I'd think someone just ran past, you know what I mean? Because I blinked.
It's not a nice place
I shouldn't
not
be
a nice
laughing.
place
It's not
to be.
funny, and if you're going through it, man, things get better, but you got to have faith.
Yeah, and that's so this retreat that you're planning.
Yeah.
How do you think
I'm gonna
you're
have a
gonna?
few.
So look, right. So what do you do for employment these days?
I don't want to get into it, you know what I mean? Like, but it's just something. It's something to do with mushrooms, you know what I mean? I help people with microdosing. You know what I mean? If people want mushrooms, I'm the mushroom man.
And that's your nickname.
That's my nickname. Yeah. So, but that like I say, you know, that's the income. But other things are going to come. I know they are, because.
Do you think people would say it's still a glorified drug dealer because he's doing that?
In a sense, but that's the big misconception. That's what I want to change things around, right? Because these substances can't harm you; they heal you. That's what they do. They've healed us for thousands of years. And do you know what I mean? So what the government done is, in the 60s, when they had there was a guy called Timothy Leary. He was a top scientist in America, right? And he come across LSD, and it fucking changed his entire life. He became a hippie. He started the hippie revolution of the 60s, Timothy Leary. And at the time, the Vietnam War was going on, So all these fucking hippies who were taking LSD and loved everything, right? We're all protesting over the Vietnam War, right? And the fucking government didn't like that. They knew it was fucking making everyone fucking wake up and love life. There was no fucking drug wars. Psychedelics drug dealers, there's no drug wars. There's none of that shit going on because it's all fucking peace and love, you know what I mean? It really is. So they made them legal in the 60s because of this, and the people who were, all the psychedelic communities didn't want to get involved in war. So they couldn't be manipulated. So they made them illegal, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's why there's been an agenda behind it ever since. But it's all coming to light now, that how healing they are. I get what you're saying about glorified drug dealer. Like, people who don't understand it would think that.
But have you been caller? Like, as people...
Like, other people, yeah. I've been called smackhead. People call me smackhead, and that's some people, I'm like, what? Smackhead, come on. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a natural substance. Psilocybin mushrooms have got zero toxicity, right? There's more toxicity in one can of beer, right, on one glass of wine than there is in a kilo of mushrooms. The substance itself is, that if you look into it, you'll see this. The substance itself is harmless. You could eat your own body weight in mushrooms. You wouldn't not have a clue who you was like, but you're not going to die. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're not going to.
Well, you ends up like something. Like Sid Barrett though, he kind of lost the plot.
Yeah, that's it, but that was on LSD. LSD synthetic, right? So I'm not here promoting it, right? Don't go out and eat loads of mushrooms, that's stupid, but psilocybin can change it. I mean, microdosing, right? Microdosing consists of taking just less than half a gram every 2 days.
Some magic mushrooms. See, when I was a kid, I used to take them, right? Yeah. We used to go, like, we used to find them on this little fields and speak. Mushies. Go mushy up and make mushy tea.
Yeah, man. I mean?
Starts off with 50 mushies, then go up 100 mushies, and mate, I had some.
Did you see some weird stuff?
I had some crazy experience on mushies, but I think I had more of a fun time on them than I did on like the MBS and the microdots.
Yeah, but the trips, I don't touch trips no more because they're synthetic, right? And the synthetic LSD, right? And if you have synthetic LSD, it'll come down like MDMA and you're depressed. So I won't touch LSD no more because it's a hit and miss with it. So I'll only mess with stuff out the ground.
See, so do you find yourself hallucinating on this?
Well, you do hallucinate, right? Because, right, what's going on is all the Egyptians and all that knew this, right? We're in a physical reality right now. Behind the veil of reality, there's a non-physical reality, and this non-physical reality feeds off our energy, right? So when we're angry and we're bad, right, there's demons, man. Our thoughts get influenced by them and that, right? Our thoughts, half the time we think we're listening, half the time we think we're thinking we're actually listening, right? This is how... Right, the universe likes to experience certain things through us, right? And the universe created it all, the good, the bad, and the ugly for a reason, right? But behind the veil of reality, there's a non-physical reality, right? And there's demons, man. I'm not even religious, right? And these demons feed off you when you're suffering. So when you're doing all these bad things, when we're suffering, I was a source of energy for these for 20 years. You know what I mean? And they feed off you, man. You know what I mean? They feed off your suffering. But when you're doing good deeds, right? There's like angels and demons, right? And when you're doing bad, behind the veil of reality, there's these fucking demons that are benefiting. When you're doing good, behind the veil of reality, there's these angels. They're like entities that are benefiting. You know what I mean? 100% real. All the Egyptians. Look at it. The television slowed down humans' evolution of consciousness because everyone stopped thinking for themselves. Everyone looks at a box and goes, "Please tell me what to think. Please tell me what to wear." MTV and all that, the 80s and all this fast food and everything just fucked us all up. You know what I mean? Like. I mean, fast food kills more people than fucking drugs. Junk food kills more people than heroin, and it's perfectly legal. I'm not saying fucking heroin's good, because it's not. Alcohol kills 90,000 people per year, and it's fucking legal. It kills more people than heroin per year. Do you know what I mean? It's fucked up, innit? Alcohol's the worst drug on earth, I think, personally.
Yeah, it's not. I'd have to agree with you on the fact that alcoholism, like, it's not the best.
If you have cocaine, I'd have cocaine, right, and alcohol and all these tramadol and all that, and I'd be, someone would text me, I couldn't focus on my phone, I'd be like, I couldn't read it, I'd be like, I couldn't focus because my eyes were that wired, right? Right, that's because it's killing your brain cells, man. It's killing your brain cells, right? If you have a microdose of psilocybin, which consists of people are doing it in the UFC now. You heard Joe Rogan talking about it. People are training, they're microdosing before training because it switches all your senses on. You don't trip. What it does is it just tunes all your senses right in. Everything becomes HD, your vision, your sound, the way you interact with people. Do you know what I mean? And
that drug, limitless, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah. NZT, that's what it's like. I've been saying that for weeks. I've been saying to my best, like, limitless. I get up every day, and every day I want to do good, and every day I want to be better than I was yesterday.
Yeah, but he crashed, didn't he?
Well, no, he did, yeah. No, he did, because that was a fucking synthetic drug. These are plants. These are plants, man. These can't fucking harm you, know what I mean?
I think the last time I had anything that was like hallucinogenic was when I was in in Chiang Mai prison in North Thailand, and I'd take anything to escape reality.
Yeah.
But the Thais had these ephedrine cough tablets.
Yeah.
Right, so they'd smuggle them in.
Yeah, I've heard about
thousands of them. They're tiny they were, and they'd give you.
I've heard about these
anything,
cough tablets.
Yeah, anything like they give you. Like he used to say to me, "I Billy, take 20 of them with a bottle of fizzy coke."
Yeah.
What are you going to get from this? And say anything you need to take 20 of at once just to get a kick out of it must be like shit, like, innit?
Yeah.
So I took them, and I swear to you, mate, I felt like I had a pair of pillows tied to my feet, you know, like I was walking on marshmallows.
Yeah.
Every time I blinked, I'd see a different colour.
Yeah.
Orange, puce, green, pink. It was freaky.
Yeah.
And I was in that way of life for about 12 weeks.
Yeah.
I'd get them every day.
Yeah. Just to escape reality.
It was just escaping reality. So I had 3 months of my life was just a blur whilst I was away.
Yeah.
But when I did eventually stop taking them, you know, it was the depression I was going through.
Yeah.
And the feelings of
that's because it's synthetic. It'll be a synthetic.
Yeah, the feelings that I was experiencing of when it ended. So once I did it in my life, you know what I mean? So it was just. That's
what LSD can be like to come down. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. Right? I'm not here promoting saying eat. Look, what I'm saying is right. Microdosing consists of taking less than half a gram every 2 days, right? And it doesn't. You don't trip on anything. It just. You know what I mean? It just fucking gives you all energy. You know what I mean? Like good energy, though, and it makes you. It tells you, man, give your bird a hug, give your mum a hug, fucking phone your kids, man, because my kids are in Wales. You know what I mean? Shout out to Lewis and Hannah, man, I love yous. I can't see them because of all this bollocks what's going on with the lockdown of Wales, but yeah, man, I would never say go and eat loads of mushrooms, don't, right? But because if you've got psychosis or you've got like schizophrenia, it's not going to be good, right? At all. It's not for everyone. But if you've got severe anxiety and addiction, right? Microdosing psilocybin mushrooms can change your life.
Yeah, because there's something called Hormesis, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I done this conference a couple of years ago up in London, and it's like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I was talking about ayahuasca, I think. You know, giving you little bits of it.
Yeah.
It was like a therapeutic way of like recovery.
Yeah.
See, there's different routes to recovery. See, me personally, I chose the route of abstinence.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know what that means, I don't take nothing. I don't drink.
I respect that.
I don't smoke. I don't use any substances. And that's just for me. Your route's totally different. Yeah. You know, and I can't like let my experience in recovery cloud me judgments.
Yeah, I've done 12-step. Yeah. I done 12-step. I've done 12-step.
And it's not for everyone.
Yeah. It was difficult for me. Well, I think I went a bit worse after it because I said I was like to my mum, it's not my fault. Look, it's out of my hands. It's not my fault. You know what I mean? Like sort of thing. But yeah, man. I mean, it does work for people. Definitely. You know what I mean? It did work for me for a bit. You know what I mean? Like everyone's got their own little thing. But with plant medicine now, plant medicine is like helping people overcome addictions worldwide more than ever has, and it's becoming more known for it. If you look into it, right, other substances, alcohol and all these other substances, right, hit your reward receptors, right? That's how you get addicted to them, right? Psychedelics don't. Psilocybin and DMT is similar, exactly similar to serotonin, our natural feel-good chemical. So these chemicals complement our brain chemicals. They help regenerate brain cells. And you can't get addicted to it because of this, because they're not hitting your reward receptors. So it's not something that you crave. It's not something that you think, oh, I've got to have that and I've got to get, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like a little microdose, it's just like having a cup of tea.
So if you never had it, you wouldn't crave it?
Yeah, no, you can't crave it. You've got to put, you know what I mean? It's impossible to crave psychedelics, you know what I mean? It's not a feeling that you're going to crave, but if you just take a small amount.
But isn't like, alright, so it's not a feeling that you're going to crave. Like I'm trying to put it into a perspective that I think might work for me. If I'm using something on a regular basis, and you take it away from me, I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah.
It's like cigarettes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If I'm using them on a regular basis, then you stop. I'm gonna like.
Yeah.
I want more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you think? Have you ever had that gap where?
No, because I can stop me. I can go a week of my. Well, that's what I do half the time. I'll do, and I don't take the end of every month, I might do, now, at the end of every month, I might do 4 grams and have an experience where I'll just meditate for a couple of hours. But I can do a week on, a week off of every 2 days of half a gram. And it's, like I say, it's a natural substance, so all it's doing is it just fucking brought me alive anyway. It gets me out the house. Do you know what I mean? I used to be isolating, and it's keeping me from isolating. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's making me.
So do you think if you didn't have this, right, seriously, right, that you'd regress, you'd go back to?
No, I'd still be. No, I'm just on this path now, right? Yeah. What you got to do is like you got to give your brain at least 6 months of this, what I'm doing, right? And then it's not something you rely on. It just helps you to overcome it, right? It gets your brain, right, is like, you can do like a repeated thing for like, I think it's 27 days, I think it is. You can do something for 27 days, right? And your brain will just become addicted to doing that thing, right? So what this is doing, it's helping me overcome my addiction, and I'll be able to just like, it's something that you can, like I say, it's something you can go, I can do a week without it and I'm exactly the same. I can do 2 weeks without it and I'm still the fucking same. I'm still getting up doing my videos and still, you know what I mean? But it's just helping me overcome the craving for the alcohol and the coke and all that. Do you know what I mean? That's what it's doing. And if I keep doing it for a couple more months, you know what I mean? Like, or whatever. Well, I've done over 6 months, so I'm not getting them fucking cravings. Do you know what I mean? But within the next 5 years, it'll come to the public's attention a lot more, you know what I mean?
So, you know what, right? You do a lot of rapping, don't you?
Yeah, man. Carabasora, Aragadora, what was it? Did you see that thing with, what was it? Baracaradora, Superacora, Carabaradora. Yeah, man.
Alright, so give us a little bit of freestyle. Who was your freestyle, if you could freestyle without any acapella?
Acapella, right. I'm trying to think with
this.
Just
show the
ready
people.
Or not, right?
Just show the people know this is Carlos, and Carlos is going to rap in a new language that he's downloaded.
This might be Arabic or Sumerian. Sometimes I get it mixed up, right? But I'll do ready or not, right? With the. Bruna super bra procorobo do popolo soja pred la crasta popolo bacoda barca soda dada soda comparagora. I fucked up at the end there, like, because I'm waiting to listen to the music, but that's
you threw a bit of scousing at the end.
Yeah, man. Yeah, rock to the rhythm and jump.
No, so anyway, that's who you are and that's what you're about. You don't care what people think here.
Man.
Well, and you know what? For those that people out there who use point fingers and. You know, they've got to remember they're putting 3 back at themselves.
That's it.
I always say that, you know what I mean? If you're putting 1 at someone, then you're putting 3 back at yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean? So you're looking at, like, going forward, you're looking at this retreat.
Yeah.
How do you think you're going to achieve that? Come on, let's have it right.
I just know that it will, because there's going to be many opportunities coming my way for what I'm doing at the moment, the energy I'm putting out. I just know it fully, believe it in my heart. It's the same way Conor McGregor believed that he was going to fucking do what he done, you know what I mean? I know for a fact, in my soul, the power of manifestation. And I know within the next 5 years, I'll have a plant-based retreat, recycle souls retreat. I'll probably have a couple in the next 10 years, but I'll have one, hopefully in South America within the next 5 years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%. I know it in my soul. You know what I mean? 100%. I mean, actions speak louder than words, so all I can say is stay tuned, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's it. So, you know, I've enjoyed having this little chat with you.
Yeah, me too,
it's
man.
Being brief, but I always say this at the end of every podcast. It's is there any pearls of wisdom? Now, I would put it to you is like, if you could meet yourself at a young age, and give yourself some advice, what would you say to that younger you?
I'd say to that younger me, stop watching television, mate. Stop wanting booking new trainees. Stop hanging out with dickheads, man. And don't take cocaine, mate. And don't fucking drink alcohol. That's what I'd say to myself.
Yeah. And we can
singing, buddy.
And we can find you on. I'll put all your socials in the.
I'm not on Facebook. I mean, I think I am, but I don't use it anymore. I haven't used it for about a year.
It's been, you know what, I've enjoyed. It's been interesting. I've identified with the manifestations and the addictions and you know, the fear and the anxiety, and it's something different. And this is what, you know, I like to bring to people's living rooms or bedrooms. You know, a different kind of guest each week, and not go down that route of shame stuff, and you know, listen to the same person about 25 times. Yeah, man. You know, because you know, you can only tell your story once. If you don't tell your story, someone will get up there and sell it for you.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
straight from the horse's mouth, man.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all your socials in the description. It's Recycle Souls.
Recycles _souls _.
You know, and if you want to listen to Carlos, and you know, if you're feeling a bit down, a bit Shad and that, you know, he'll share you up with his little videos. I've enjoyed them myself.
Yeah, get on my page, man. Watch me and Ruth sing, man. My queen, Ruth. Shout out, Ruth. I love you. Shout out Dean Robinson. Shout out Colin Wilden. Shout out Steve Green Crag, my mate off Instagram. I go walking with him. Fucking love him. Shout out Mark Cram Visuals. Shout out Mason Owens, man. Shout out Joe. That rat Joe, he's out the band, the Rats, man.
Yeah, it's Joe. I like that. Joe.
Shout out Joe, man. Yes, now.
Right. Anyway, nice one.
Yeah.
Take it easy, brother.
Take it easy, man. Billy, thank you.